Garbage. Garbage. How you doing, Raiders Nation? Yeah, I understand. I'm not doing good either. It was a tough loss yesterday. A disgusting, tough loss. So let's talk about it. First, we got to start with the AP quote, maybe of his career. Players made a business decision, and going forward, we will do the same. So let me translate that for anybody that doesn't understand. Y'all want to go half-assed? Want to put yourself in front of the rest of the team? We'll figure out a way to put you on the bench or get you out of here. To me, it's a clear message that was sent by a player's coach that played in this league to his players. The bus is leaving. Get on it or be under it. And I completely agree with him, and I think it was completely warranted. We'll see what changes from the disgusting show of week 3 to week 4. Now let's not get this twisted. I by no means am giving up on the Raiders in 2024. I lived through the Joe Bugle era. I lived through the return of Art Shell era. And oh my God, I lived through the Josh McDonkey era. I believe in Antonio Pierce. I believe in the 2024 Las Vegas Raiders. So let's first talk about their offense. I'm sitting here this morning trying to come up with what to say, and the word discombobulated kept coming into my mind because the offense looked discombobulated the entire day. No better word, in my opinion, discombobulated. But we all have to remember, it is a completely new scheme. It is a completely new blocking scheme. And football, at any level, doesn't matter whether you're coaching kids, high school, college, or the NFL. It's not as much about the game plan as it is about the adjustments that you make if and when the game plan doesn't work, or if parts of the game plan doesn't work. It was very obvious yesterday's game plan was completely wrong. So we can blame coaches for that if that's what you want to do, but you have to understand that and this was said in the game yesterday, so I'm not coming up with anything that's overly original, but there's no tape on Dalton. There's no tape on Dalton this year. So you really don't know what you're walking into, and they game planned a certain way. I kind of think I understand why they game planned that way. They didn't really blitz or pressure him. They wanted to cover. They were in zone, they were in man zone, and they were in man. You're going to sit in zone and not pressure the quarterback. A quarterback with the experience that Dalton has and with the accuracy that Dalton has, well, you're going to see what the results are. And we saw that. What concerns me is it appears as though there weren't adjustments made at halftime. Like, hey, this isn't working. Rushing 4 and going into a zone defense isn't working. Let's put pressure on him, make him move around in the pocket. Now, with that being said, Max Crosby was completely ineffective. Max Crosby didn't wake up yesterday morning and all of a sudden become a bad football player. Max Crosby is hurt, and the players around him aren't elevating themselves to play up to his level. So what do? Block Max Crosby, and we're good. And that's pretty much what happened yesterday. Look, Christian Wilkins had a pretty good game. But even Wilkins and Crosby, if the rest of the team doesn't elevate their level, and let me tell you something, you can review the game after listening to this video. Our linebacker play yesterday was horrific. It was horrible. I watched NFL linebackers take terrible pursuit routes to the ball carrier and end up running behind them. I watched Spillane, who I think is an incredible linebacker that needs a contract extension, but yesterday he tried to do too much. That's what I'll blame that on. He over pursued, he arm tackled, he he just had a bad game altogether. Look, Jack Jones, Jacorian Bennett wasn't terrible considering that Dalton was in, wasn't the best, but Mooring was horrific. I mean, I if he can't fix what's going on there, he's not good in coverage. He over pursues. He's a liability to the defense right now. It's time for him to clean it up, or it's time for him to get replaced. All in all, it was just garbage. It was garbage from the first quarter to the fourth quarter. If you're a real Raiders fan, look, you can put all this blame on Gardner Minshew, and you can call for Aiden O'Connell. Bringing in Aiden O'Connell is not going to fix this. Gardner Minshew is not the problem. Gardner Minshew is a product of the problem. So we need to fix the problem, and we need to fix it fast. And luckily, in the NFL, and luckily for Raider fans and NFL fans, there's another game Sunday. Cleveland's coming off a loss to the Giants. It's time to exploit Cleveland. So let's fix it. Obviously, our coach sent a clear message to his locker room. Clearly, our coach sent a clear message to his locker room. Shape up, or he'll ship you out. All right, guys. Thanks for checking out my videos. Today's a new day. This will be a new week. Don't ever forget the fact we are Raider Nation for life, no matter what. Stay safe. Live the dream.